Let's find the surface area of this correct to one decimal place for first part. Part 2 in terms of pi, or exact form if you like. So the first part, first of all, we know that there are three parts to this. So we can find the surface area of this, and then find the surface area of this part here, and then find the surface area of this, and then we add them up. So first of all, the area of the first part, the top one, is half of a sphere. So which is surface area of a sphere, we name this A1, is 4 pi r square. So that will give you the area of the whole sphere. So we only want half of it. So which is times by half. Now, the diameter is 8. So therefore, the radius is from here to here is 4. Half of 8 is 4. So all I need to do is just substitute the value in. So 4 pi times 4, because the radius is 4. So 4 squared times a half. So which give me, because we're going to work out in one decimal place. So all I need to do is just put that in a calculator. So 4 shift pi times 4 square, and then you times by 0.5 or times a half. So that give me this. So I'm gonna store this in memory. So press answer, shift, store in A. So I write this down first. So 100.53. So I just write 100.53. And then area 2, A2. A2 is this part here. So which means that we need to find the area of the larger circle and minus the smaller circle. So if you think about it, the smaller circle from here to here, the center, which is the radius is 4 centimeters, and the larger circle, which is from here all the way to here, is 17 divided by 2, which is 8.5. So this is 8.5. So all we need to do is find the area of the larger circle minus the smaller circle, because we want the area of this. So we call annulus if you like. So which is area 2, which is this part here, is the larger circle, which is pi r square. So which is pi r, I just use capital R, the larger circle, minus pi smaller circle, which is small r. So now I just substitute the value in, which is pi times by 8.5 square minus pi times 4 square. So now I just put this in the calculator. So shift pi times 8.5 square minus pi times 4 square, which give me this. So what I need to do is I just put store this in the memory B, because A already been occupied. So answer, shift, store B. So 176.71. I just write 2 decimal place first. So 176.71. Now area part 3 is here. So which is half of a sphere. So we go A3 is equal to 4 pi r square. That will give me the whole sphere, but only 1/2 of it. So I just times by a half. Now all I need to do is just substitute the value in. So we know that the radius, okay, from here all the way here is 8.5. So which is 4 pi times 8.5 square times by a half. 4 shift pi times 8.5 square times by a half. So which is equal 453.96. So 453.96. Now I'm just gonna store this in memory C. Answer, Shift, Store C. So now surface area SA is equal to 100.53 plus 176.71 at 453.96. Now what I do now is I just bring the calculator up and I just add all these numbers together. So go alpha A, which is the first part, this one here, and then add alpha B and add alpha C, so which give me 731.2 731.2 centimeters square. Part 2. Find the surface area in terms of pi, or exact. So first of all, we know that we need to find this surface area of this half of sphere first. So let's name this A1 again. So part 2. So A1 is because the surface area of sphere. So 4 pi r square, and then which is times by half because half of it. So which is 4 pi times the radius of this from here to here is 4 because it's 8 centimeters is the diameter. So 4 square times a half. So 4 times 4 square times a half. 4 square is 16. Half of 16 is 8. 8 times 4, 32. So 32 pi. Otherwise, you can just use your calculator. 4 times 4 square and times half. That's all. Just write 4 times 4 square times half, which give me 32, and then 32 pi. Then A2 is the area of the annulus, the larger circle minus the smaller circle, which will give me this. So which is pi, the larger circle, which is from here to here, which is 8.5, so which is times by the radius square, which is 8.5 square, minus pi, the area of smaller circle, so which is from here all the way here, which is 4 centimeters. So which is pi r square, r is 4, so which is 4 square. So all I need to do, I just put this in the calculator. So which is 8.5 square minus 4 square is 16. So which is just collecting like term, that's all. So which is 56.25. So 56.25 pi. This give me area of this shaded region here. So A2. The area of this part here, which is half of a sphere, so which is A3 equal 4 pi r square, but only half of it, so which is times by a half. So that will give the area of this around this sphere. So which is 4 pi times the radius is 8.5, so which is 8.5 square, and of course you times by half or divide by 2. So all I need to do now is just put in a calculator. So which is 4 times 8.5 square and divide by 2 or times by half. It's the same thing. So which is 144.5, which is 144.5 pi. So the surface area of this is 32 pi, this one here, add this part, which is 56.25 pi, add 144, this one here, 0.5 pi. So all I need to do now is just to put this in a calculator. So 32, just collecting like term, that's all. 32 plus 56.25 plus 144.5 is equal to 232.75. So 232.75 pi centimeter square. See, let's check. So which is 232.75 pi. So just times by pi. So there you go. It's the same as answer in part 1. Please pause the video and try to do this one yourself if you can. So find the surface area of this correct to 1 decimal place. Let's do from left to right. So let's say name this area 1. The shaded area here is area 2 and this is area 3. So area 1 is half of a sphere. So which is A1 is equal to 4 pi r square. That's a formula for area of a surface area of a sphere. But only half of it in this case, so which is times by half or divided by 2 if you like. So which is 4 pi times the radius in this case is 5. So 5 square times by half. So now I just put this in the calculator. So which is 4 times pi times 5 square, which is 25, times by a half, 1/2, or divided by 2 if you like, or times 0.5. So which give me 157.08. I just try to 2 decimal place first. So which is 157.08. So 157.08. Now A2 is this shaded region here. So A2, now if you think about it, okay, A2 is 2 circles. So the smaller circle here is from here to here, which is 3 centimeters because the diameter is 6, so which is 3. And the larger circle is all the way from here all the way up here, so which is 5. This is 5 centimeters, so which is 5 here. So now we need to find the shaded one, which is here. So all we need to do, find the area of the larger circle, pi capital R square minus the area of a smaller circle, which is small r square. So which is pi times 5 square minus pi times the smaller square, which are the radius square, which is 3 square. So now all I need to do is just to put that in a calculator. Now I need to store the first part in a calculator in a memory first, because we're gonna use that later. So I go answer, shift, store A. So now I just put this in a calculator. Pi times 5 square is 25, otherwise just put 5 square, minus pi times 3 square, which give me 50.27. So 50.27, and I need to store this in memory B. So answer, shift, store B. Now the last part is part 3. So which is, again, this part 3 here is half of a sphere. So which is A3, the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. Then I need to times by half because we only need to find half of it. So which is 4 pi times the radius, which is 3. So 3 squared times by half. So now all I need to do is just to put that in a calculator. So which is 4 pi times 3 squared is 9 times a half, or divide by 2, or times 0.5. So whichever way you like. So 56.55. So 56.55. Therefore, the surface area of this is 100. The first one is 100 at 57.08 plus 50, this one here, 0.27 at this one here as well, 56.55. And notice that the 56.55 is the last number we did. So I can just press answer, add, which is this one here, add, I just bring it up again, add alpha A, which is first part, and add the second part, which is B. So the answer is 263.9. 263.9, and the unit is centimeter square. You can try to find the exact surface area of this if you like. The exact answer for this is 84 pi centimeter square. Try to do it if you can. Thank you so much for watching my videos.